Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here once again for video number 2 on your Saturday evening, Saturday night, wherever you may be, if you're on the East Coast in New York City or pretty much anywhere on the East Coast. It is Saturday evening, about Saturday evening, Saturday night, December 16th, 2023. Thank you all for watching on video number 2, like I said, right here on the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Once again, make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there inside of my fucking pants, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels down there, dude. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, you pretty much are fucked up. And you're SOL, and you know what that means. Ha! And that's pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, you can leave a comment if you wish, but if you leave a stupid comment, you're gonna get blocked. If you don't like that, well, fuck you, man. Go cry me a river. Grow up. And, that's pretty much it for that. We move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night, and it's, as well, we always say on Saturday nights, it's time for fighting. We got AEW Collision coming up in about 25 minutes from now on that wonderful station of TNT. So, we talk about that a little bit later tonight. But in the meantime, check out my SmackDown and Rampage review, which is going to be going up by the time you see this. It'll be up on my Killer Demons channel. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully got 2 more videos to come after this one. I'm going to do my NXT review and then Collision hopefully later tonight. But we'll see what happens, how I feel. And I meant to do 4 videos last night. I mean, the Liv Morgan video was just an impromptu video because that news came out last night with Charlotte Flair being out 9 months. And Liv Morgan getting arrested. Her court date, oddly enough, I don't know if it's February 4th or on Valentine's Day. That's weird, going to court on Valentine's Day. Not fun. But in any case, yeah, Liv Morgan got arrested. She posted $3,000 bond for possession of weed. And there's no heat on her as of right now. But like I said, her court date is in February, where she has to plead guilty or not guilty. Obviously, she will plead not guilty, but, I mean, they found weed in the car, so who knows if she's going to be charged or what's going to happen with that. I assume if she even gets charged, if she gets charged, if she gets found guilty, I don't think she'll do any jail time. I think they'll probably just, fine her. So it might be her first offense, I think. So they'll probably just, give her a slap on the wrist. You pay, a $25,000 fine and then do some community service, which she's basically doing now with the WWE, promoting SmackDown on Twitter and all those other shit she does. So, we'll see what happens with Liv Morgan. And, sadly, Charlotte Flair is out for 9 months. So she won't be back until maybe SummerSlam, maybe Bash at Berlin, maybe after that. But, kind of throws a monkey wrench in some of the plans that WWE had for her. And, possibly reuniting with Becky as a tag team, to go for the tag team belts, and then maybe sort of feud with Asuka and Kairi. Maybe Io gets involved, Bayley gets involved, who knows. But I think they're going to Plan B with the Kabuki Warriors and, Damage Control. So, we'll have to see what happens with that. But all in all, we'll see what happens with all that good stuff, and that's pretty much it. All right, really quickly, I want to get this video done and go right into a Collision. So, as of right now, on video number 2, right here on the Peter fucking Joseph channel. By the way, my name is Peter Joseph. If you didn't know that by now, I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and anything else I feel like talking about. And if you like it, good. Hit that like button, stick it straight up everybody else's ass, and subscribe to my channels. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride, and if not, you can get out of here and go with your boring as fuck friends and be on their channel. That probably sucks too, but it is what it is. You don't like me? Don't give a shit. Get out of here. Go fuck yourself. Grow up. Go do your own video. And that's pretty much it. Alright, on video number 2 on the Peter fucking Joseph channel, it is time for your late and out-of-date Ring of Honor Final Battle Review. Alright, so Final Battle came your way last night. Pretty damn good show. Well, I wouldn't say damn good show. We're pretty good. Lots of new things happening. A really shitty ending. But we'll get to that. We crowned a new TV champion. We'll get to that in a minute. And some other good stuff on the show. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. I'm gonna go pretty quickly with this. I'm not gonna go into too much depth with the matches and everything, because I want to go right into Collision, and then after that I'll go a little bit longer with my videos. But this video, I don't think I'm gonna go that long, but we'll see. All right, so Ring of Honor emanated from the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. So once again, they're in Texas. Like last year, they were in Arlington at a different arena. I think the same arena where Dynamite was this past week. So, we got that. And as always, on commentary, our commentary team of Ian Riccaboni, and the Pasta, Caprice Coleman. Alright, this is, if you don't know what Final Battle is, it's basically Ring of Honor's WrestleMania. Even though, yeah, basically it's WrestleMania. And, pretty much have been dominant in New York City at the Grand Ballroom years, the Hammerstein years, always a sellout. Baltimore got some sellouts too when they did it the last 2 years, 2020 and 21. They did Philly for a year, and then in the early years of Ring of Honor, they're in Chicago, a few other places, but mainly Final Battle is, unlike the last 2 years, it's been, New York's home, but don't know if Tony Khan will ever get it through his fucking head to bring Final Battle back to the Mecca in New York, not Madison Square Garden, but the Ring of Honor Mecca, which is the Hammerstein Ballroom. Not Stein, it's Steen. Because Kevin Owens built that place. Pretty much did. I mean, before, it was like Bryan Danielson and Punk and company, but really, 2010 was really the year that Steen built, well, 2011, I should say, Steen built that company, really solidified it in 2012 with that epic ladder match, Ladder War 4 with Generico, which I was at, by the way. I mean, at pretty much every Final Battle that's been in New York, except for maybe 1 year, which was 2017, so I missed that one, because I was working at the time. I had a new job at the time I couldn't get off, which sucked! I tried to get off, I asked some of my coworkers, hey, can you cover for me? I'll cover for you. And they're like, no, we can't do it. I'm like, fuck! Good thing I didn't buy the tickets that night, but... Or before, like the week before, well, a month before, but... Because I would have had to get rid of them somehow. But in any case, I didn't go to 2017. But I did go from 2006, when it was in the Grand Ballroom. Then it started in the Grand Ballroom, I think in 2008, went to the Hammerstein, then back a couple years, 2 or 3 years with the Grand Ballroom, then pretty much from 2011 all the way to 2015, was in the Hammerstein. 2015 was in Philadelphia for that 1 year, I don't know why. But then came back in 2016, 17, 18, 19, and then pretty much was in Baltimore because of the pandemic. I was hoping if the pandemic never even happened, I bet you nothing. I would have been at Final Battle last night. But sadly, the pandemic happened. They had to move everything to Baltimore with the bubble and everything. And now that Tony Khan has taken over in Texas for the last 2 years. I don't know when Ring of Honor will be back in New York with a pay-per-view or even a show. TV taping besides Grand Slam, which doesn't count, but I mean a full-fledged show. Like really a pay-per-view. I want Final Battle 2024 to be in New York City. But will it? Probably not. But you never know. Alright, so let's get to the show and let's not waste any more time. Alright, so we started with 0 Hour. We had, we had one match, which was, what was the match? The Von Erichs and the Outrunners, but then, Tony Khan has to put everything on at the last minute with basically no freaking hype. So we get that. So our first match on the pre-show was Taya Valkyrie taking on the lovely Jasmine Allure, who's been in and out of Ring of Honor for a while, but, indie darling, lovely lassie. Anyway, Taya beat her in just under 4.5 minutes with the curb stomp. She thinks she's the female version of Super Dragon! So we get that, so Taya wins, which sucks, so, I like Jasmine Allure a lot, but, what are you gonna do? So Taya wins, and the match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, match number 2, the Von Erichs, Ross and Marshall in their hometown, taking on the Outrunners, Floyd and Magnum. Obviously, it's in Texas. You think that Von Erichs are going to lose in their hometown? No. The Von Erichs get the win after stereo monkey flips send the Outrunners flying launch into midair, and then they come down, and then Ross and Marshall do the Iron Claw and make the Outrunners tap in about 6 minutes. And that's basically it. We got that. So, I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars as well. And that's pretty much it. Alright, match number 3 on 0 Hour was the mystery opponent match. To see who gets the final slot in the Survival of the Fittest 6-way scramble match for the TV title. We had Brian Keith, though I have no idea who he is. I gotta do some more research on that. He takes on Jack Cartwheel. PWG, by the way. Pretty good match. A little bit better, not great. But in any case, Brian Keith gets the win after he avoids a shooting star press from Mr. Jack Cartwheel. And then he hits Tiger Driver 97. What are you, Tyler Bate? Come on. So he gets the win in 7 minutes, and he goes on to the Survival of the Fittest match for the vacant TV title. And that's pretty much it. Decent match, 2.5 out of 5 stars. For that, always good to see Jack Cartwheel, but, I wish they would sign him. But, Tony just likes to bring in people on a random basis. Like Miranda Alizé, people like that, especially the women's division. Not that much of a women's division, it's just Athena, Billy Starks. Sometimes, you got Rachel Ellering, legit Layla Hirsch, Maria, not fighting, but she's there. And then, that's it, really. Everybody else is like, comes and goes. That sounded weird. Comes and goes. Yeah, that's right. I have come. All over my face. No. Anyway, that's what the ladies say. When we get it on, especially you know who, but anyway. Moving on. Alright, so, Brian Keith gets the win. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and he moves on to the Survival of the Fittest match. And that's it. Alright, after that, Tony Khan, man, comes out, talk about his history. What history? what history? I don't know what the hell Tony Khan was talking about. He comes out and talks about his history around here. I didn't get that, but anyway. Then he mentions Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy. Them boys! Mark and Jay, you know, as always, when they fought, it was crazy as shit. And they always went, buck wild on that bitch. What? Buck wild. Back on. Stop knocking. Okay, calm down, JR. Where was it? Okay, shut up. Anyway. Alright, so he comes out and talks about Jay Briscoe's legacy at Final Battle, 13-time World Tag Team Champion with Mark. So, really doesn't hype up the Jay Briscoe Fight Without Honor match, per se, but, brings up Jay Briscoe's legacy, which is always nice. So, little tear-jerking moment, but you get that. And then he says, we have one final bonus match to round out 0 Hour, and that's the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia, taking on GCW World Heavyweight Champion Blake Christian. So, there you go. Pretty decent match. Back and forth they went, and we'll get the results here. I think Garcia won. Let me see here. Yeah, Garcia won as Blake Christian, trying to go for a springboard 450, and he hit it for a near fall, but Garcia pulled him right into the Dragon Tamer and made Blake Christian tap out in over 12 minutes. And that's pretty much it. Match was good. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that was it. And then before the main show, Tony Khan comes back out for another big announcement. Not major announcements. So he comes out for another announcement. I don't know what that was supposed to be. But then Eddie Kingston, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, for now. Pretty much he is not the champ because whoever wins this tournament, Eddie can't even come back. Eddie's got 3 points. He has to win and then everybody else has to lose. I don't know how that's going to work. The tiebreakers, I think, go by head-to-head competition. I don't know. But, Eddie could still technically retain the title, but I don't think he's going to. So, I'm going to say he is no longer the Ring of Honor World Champion until otherwise told. So, he comes out and says, "Hey, I'm the champ, bitch. Why am I not on the card?" Well, you got a point. He is the champ. Why is he on the show? Why isn't MJF and Joe or whoever defending the tag team belts at Final Battle, the biggest pay-per-view of the year for them? You know why? Because Tony Khan does not know how to book Ring of Honor. He doesn't. He shouldn't even be the owner. Ring of Honor should be, sadly, I hate saying this because I'm a long-time Ring of Honor fan, Ring of Honor should have died right after the reunion year in 2021. Right after 2021, they should have shut down. They were supposed to go on a hiatus. When I come back, I thought Sinclair, Joe Koff, was gonna keep it together, and maybe with help from Kerry Silkin, maybe some other people. But then Tony Khan, pretty much on New Year's, pretty much after Final Battle 2021, said, "Hey, I'm gonna own it now," and he pretty much now owns it, but kind of running it into the ground. Still going. 22 years later. 22 years later, about to hit 22. I don't know how it's, last couple of years, haven't been that great for Ring of Honor, with the whole Sinclair debacle. Should have never signed with Sinclair. That's a bad decision by Kerry Silkin and company. Bad decision. Bad TV deal, too. Even if they went on Destination America, they barely got a 1.0 rating. I think they got like 25 to 50, 60,000 people watching that. Sad, because nobody really had Destination America unless you had the rich man's dish like I do. I don't think it was on regular cable, unless you had to buy it. But who knows? Anyway, so Tony Khan comes out. Eddie Kingston wants a match on the card. So say his name, and he appears. I believe in Anthony Henry. So he comes out and says, hey, I'll fight you in a proving ground match. So we get that, and it lasted 2 minutes. 2 minutes! That's how you treat your fucking champion, Tony Khan? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to start humongous ranks. I'll go forever. But anyway, Anthony Henry has a proving ground match with Eddie Kingston. Eddie basically beats him. That's it. Less than 2 minutes before the show starts, this match happens. Why? Or it's gonna happen on Ring of Honor TV. I don't know. I mean, it was like less than 2 minutes. Why are they gonna have a match? Makes no freaking sense to me. That's bad fucking booking. For the guy that's Booker of the Year. Well, not this year, but... Well, if he wins this year, I don't know. I mean, Shawn Michaels might want to freaking, quit. But, I digress. Alright, so we get that. So that ends 0 Hour. Really badly. So then we go to the main show, and we start off with a banger. For the AAA Mega title, we have El Hijo del Vikingo defending against Black Toulouse, who's not even interested in a Code of Honor. No way, USA! No, we do not shake hands in Mexico, USA. Come on. If it was Eddie Guerrero, you would do it, right? Right, Eddie, you always do the Code of Honor. Oh, that's right, SA. I always do the Code of Honor, because I'm a respectable man, SA. Pero. Wait, but you always lie, cheat, and steal. Shut up! Hey. Shut up, Pero. Hey, easy. Silencio, por favor. Don't let me call Dom. What do you mean, my son? He wouldn't hit me. Well, I don't know. He hit his fake dad. Well, he deserved it because Rey Mysterio's a pendejo. Cabrón. Exactly. Anyway, moving on. So this was a banger. Lots of flippy-dippity doos, even though El Vikingo boxed a little bit. But he tried to do a freaking flippy-dippity do, and he had to, go boom, 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 boom. I'm like, what are you doing? Do the move already. But in any case, he hit the move, and later on, he's in a little bit of trouble, but Black Tourist is sent outside for a 720! 720 on the outside! Crazy. And thankfully, El Vikingo didn't land on his dome, cabeza, Get back in. One hell of a backbreaker plants El Vikingo, but he comes back to knock Black Toulouse into the corner, and he's in the drop zone. We get the running knees, and then El Vikingo retains the title after a 630 splash. Well, 630 really, and that's pretty much it. So match ends in 16.5 minutes. Match was pretty good, 3.25 out of 5 stars. El Hijo del Vikingo, still your long-reigning AAA Mega Champion. I think he's holding for getting close to 700 days right now. Getting close to 2 years. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that commentary, Ian Riccaboni and the Pasta Caprice Coleman run down the card. And, pretty much it. And, that's it. Alright, I believe this is match number 2. Yeah, match number 2 for the 6-man tag team belts. The Mogul Embassy, led by my good friend Prince Nana, of Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony, Toa Leo and Bishop Quan, I know not Quan, taking on TMDK of Shane Haste, Bad Dude Tito, and Kosei Fujita, former New Japan Trios champions. Pretty good match itself, but in the end, we get some running shots in the corner, set up that toss, sit out, powerbomb. Brian Cage gets the pin on Fujita. Not Vegeta, Fujita. That's probably Fu and Vegeta fused, I guess. like that'll ever happen. Anyway, blah 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 blah. The Mogul Embassy retained the belts in 12 minutes, and match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we got a recap of the Ethan Page Tony Nese feud. Former friends, and now Mark Sterling's gonna be handcuffed to the ring post. So we got an I Quit match between Tony Nese, the premier athlete, and All Ego Ethan Page. This was pretty damn violent, per se. You know, lots of rough spots. Eventually, Smart Mark knocks out the referee, and Tony Nese grabs the keys to the handcuffs and unlocks Mark Sterling, and they beat the living crap out of Ethan Page. They try to handcuff him. They eventually do. Tony Nese takes one of the weight plates and tries to stomp Ethan Page's fingers. Ow! And then I think he got busted open a little bit. Yeah, because he got handcuffed. Oh, well, he wasn't handcuffed yet, but then he hit him with a chair in the head, knocked him out, and then Ethan Page got handcuffed, and then he tried to get Ethan Page to quit. Page says, "Fuck you, man!" And then basically makes a no-hands comeback, and then the referee wakes up, uncuffs Ethan Page, who then hits Nese with the chair and then chokes him out with the handcuffs, and pretty much Tony Nese said, "I quit." 20-minute match, decent for what it was, 2.5 minutes, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. We move on. Alright, this match was added to the show, match number 4, I believe. The Native Beast, Nyla Rose, takes on Vert Vixen, I should say. Beats her in over 2.5 minutes with the Beast Bomb. Bing, bang, boom. Thanks for coming. 2.25 out of 5 stars. We get that. After that, we go to the TV title, Survival of the Fittest Finals. We got the Peacock, Dalton Castle, Lee Moriarty of Shane Taylor Productions, Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family, Lee Johnson, Brian Keith, who qualified earlier in the 0 Hour, and Commander, with Alex Abrahantes at ringside. This was like a elimination match. It was an elimination match. I thought it was going to be a 6-way scramble, but elimination match. Gets down to Kyle Fletcher and Commander, who went berserk. But in the end, Commander goes up top again, gets caught, setting up a brain buster on the turnbuckle, El Generico style. Oh, Sami Zayn's gonna be mad. What are you doing my move essay? Anyway, so on the turnbuckle, gets a near fall out of that, and then another jumping tombstone power driver gives Kyle Fletcher the win, and he is the new Ring of Honor Television Champion. 26-minute match. So my prediction came true. Kyle Fletcher gets the win. He is the new champ. Brings some gold into the Don Callis family. He's really had a pretty decent year so far. You know, with Aussie Open. You know, the great match with MJF and Adam Cole, baby, at All In Wembley, which they really should have won, but in any case, so Kyle Fletcher gets the win. I don't know what happened to Mark Davis. I think he got hurt. So that kind of sucks. But, Kyle Fletcher, as of late, pretty damn good in singles competition. Now he is the Ring of Honor Television Champion. Now we'll see what happens with that. So I give the match 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, Collision is about to start, so I'm going to try to finish this up quick. Alright, after that, we go to the Ring of Honor Pure Championship under Pure Rules. The champion, the 3-time champion, Wheeler Yuta, who sucks, takes on Filthy Tom Lawler in his Ring of Honor debut. And it was a pretty good match. Eventually, back and forth with the rope breaks and stuff. But near the end, Yuta versus a Disarmer, of all things, a Disarmer. Becky Lynch is gonna be mad. Becky. And reverses that into an ankle lock, gets reversed into another Kimura lock. Wheeler Yuta escapes that, and then grabs a seatbelt. 1, 2, 3. Wheeler Yuta still your Ring of Honor Pure Champion, even though the a botched finish because Tom Lawler's shoulder was way off the mat and his foot was on the rope. Now, I don't know if Tom Lawler had any rope breaks. I think he had one left, or maybe the referee forgot. I don't know. All right, so we got all that. So, all right, Collision starts with the cold open. So Eddie Kingston's talking. We got Bryan Danielson and Brody King. Eddie is taking on Daniel Garcia, I believe, and Andrade is taking on who's he taking on? I forgot. I know I think he has 2 matches left, and I think Brody King has 1. So this is the final. Andrade's taking on Claudio. That should be good. And I think Andrade's got 2 matches next week, so he could win the whole Blue League. Go to he's gonna be the Blue League winner most likely, but I think it's gonna be Bryan Danielson's gonna get the win. Right now, Andrade has 9 points. I think Brody King has 9. I think Brody King has 6 points, and Danielson has 9 points. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's the cold open. Everybody in the Blue League fighting tonight in Week 4 of the Continental Classic. And that's it. So should be a great freaking episode tonight. Episode 27 of Collision. 27 episodes already. I didn't even know. But, we already have over 100 episodes of Rampage. Pretty much almost 5 years of Dynamite. So, see what happens with that, and that's it. Alright, back to Ring of Honor Final Battle to close this out. So once again, Wheeler Yuta retains the Pure Championship over Tom Lawler, even though with a shitty finish. Match was still good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. After the match, Wheeler Yuta stays on Tom Lawler, but then send for the man! Hook! Get in here real quick. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, the FTW champion, comes out, makes a save, but then Wheeler Yuta hits him right in the balls, and then left. So, heading into their fight, their FTW rules match. I think it's happening on Dynamite this week. I'm hoping Hook beats the fuck out of Wheeler Yuta, but we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. And as always, we start off with the stupid tournament rules. Do we have to start every fucking show with the fucking rules of the tournament? Like we don't know what the rules are? Tony Khan! So we got that. Alright, so Andrade has 9 points. Brody and Bryan Danielson are not at 6. Eddie and Claudio at 3. And pretty much Daniel Garcia is eliminated, but he can play spoiler. So we'll see who's going to be the leader after this week. I think Andrade's going to beat Claudio. And Bryan Danielson should beat Brody King, but then who knows. But I still think Bryan Danielson is coming out of the Blue League. And probably be Swerve coming out of the Gold League. And that match will be in 2 weeks at World's End. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we're going to start off with Andrade and Claudio. This match should be great. So we're off and running on Collision with Claudio coming out for the Blackpool Cuck Club. And by the way, the winner of the tournament, it becomes the North American Triple Crown winner. It becomes the Ring of Honor World Champion, the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion, and the first ever Continental Classic Champion. So, 3 belts. So, Triple Crown. There you go. So, they haven't revealed the belt or what it looks like yet. They won't be revealed until probably, it'll be revealed at World's End. I don't even know how it looks. I hope it looks good. But then again, who knows. Usually all the AEW belts look pretty damn good. So. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Hook comes out for the save, but gets knocked in the balls by Wheeler Yuta, the man who punches people in the dick. Because he sucks, that's the only thing he can get. Because he can't get with a woman, he has to punch people in the dick to get any action. But I digress on that. Alright, so we got that. Alright, after that, we get a recap of the feud between Keith Lee and Shane Taylor. The feud that big men that ran amok in Ring of Honor from 2014 to 2016. Then they kind of broke up. They had infighting, and then match should have happened in Ring of Honor, but Keith Lee went to NXT, or pretty much PWG, then NXT for a couple years, and then that's it. They never had this match. Now it finally happens about 6-7 years later. This was a slobber knocker. Big beefy men slapping the fucking shit out of each other. But it was crazy near the end. Gonna sit-up powerbomb. Lee Moriarty comes out for distraction, but he gets hit with a sit-up powerbomb by Mr. Keith Lee. But then Shane Taylor gets a knee to the back of the head for a near fall. Oh, Thunder Rosa's on Collision, but they're showing her doing the Spanish commentary with some other guy. So Thunder Rosa, yay! She comes. We see her finally, but I don't think she's medically cleared to wrestle yet. But when she does come back, that's gonna be epic, and she might be getting a title shot at the TBS title or the AEW Women's Championship soon. Whenever she gets cleared, she has to rise up the ranks, and we'll see what happens with that. But great to see Thunder Rosa, Melanie. That's her real name, Melanie Cervantes. But we call her Thunder Rosa. Don't call her Mel, unless you know her very well. But I call her TR. But it is what it is, and that's it. Alright, so Lee Moriarty gets hit with a sit-up powerbomb. Shane Taylor gets a knee to the back of the head for a near fall. Goes up top, hits a Super Canadian Destroyer. Now, I thought that I was looking at it, I was like, wait, he can't hit it from up top there, really? I was thinking he was going to hit, like, Panama City Sunrise, fighting my good friend Adam Cole, baby! So it felt like, almost like that, but anyway. He gets a 2.9999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999999 Big Bang Catastrophe out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 14.5-minute match. Excuse me. Keith Lee gets the win. And that's it. Match was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, Keith Lee picks up Shane Taylor. And then Shane Taylor acknowledges the crowd. Because they love the match. Obviously. Now, I don't know what's going to happen now with Shane Taylor. I mean, put on a good match. This match really should have happened 7 years ago, but what are you gonna do? We finally get it. It was still gonna be a banger. It was a banger. Claudio going, "You're not Naito." Anyway, we move on with that. All right. So after that, Brian Keith is in the back. He wants some gold around his manly waist. So Orange Cassidy, the AEW International Champion, comes on Ring of Honor pay-per-view. He comes in and basically says, "Come fight me on Collision." So there you go. So since we, people who did not see Final Battle last night will, for the first time, see Brian Keith go up again, for the first time. So there you go. So that's that. So he gets an international title shot. I think he won't win, obviously, but should be a pretty decent match, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I get a little segment, 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we get a recap of the Blackpool Cup Club versus Mark Briscoe and FTR in a Jay Briscoe Memorial Tribute match Fight Without Honor rules, meaning no DQ, hardcore. I don't know about Falls Count Anywhere, but basically Fight Without Honor rules, meaning, you know, they're about to go ultra violent. So get that, and then after that, alright, so we get to the match. We got Danielson, Claudio, and, what am I missing here? Danielson, Claudio, and Jon Moxley, taking on Mark Briscoe, Cash, Clock, Wheeler, and Dax the Axe Hardwood. So it starts off with, Dax glaring at a fan on her phone. Should not be on your phone at the start of the match, because you might get called out. Don't do it during the match either. I mean, sometimes you might get a call like, hey, what are you doing? Watch the match! That was kind of weird. But anyway, it didn't really start getting hardcore. I mean, Hardwood gets caught by the arm, which was bleeding. I don't know how, maybe by scratch. I don't know. Jeez, but a scratch. Final Fantasy VIII reference. You know, and then it goes on for a while. And then it kind of, you know, they go back and forth. And then they go to the outside. They're brawling on the outside. And then we get a stupid double count out. I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't this a Fight Without Honor match? Oh, it wasn't the start. But then Mark Briscoe's like, no, we are restarting this match with Fight Without Honor rules. Which means street fight. It was advertised, but why did we start the match as a 6-man tag team match? Tony fucking Khan! Did somebody forget the rules here? Or did everybody forget? Oh, yeah, we were supposed to go hardcore? Yeah, we had to go hardcore after the double count out. Mark Briscoe was like, oh, I forgot. So, Mark's like, nope, we're not going to do that. Not in Texas, and not disrespecting my brother Jay Briscoe. So, we're going to do this match. We're going to restart it with Fight Without Honor rules. Then, the match actually started. Barbed wire, chairs, flippy dippity doos. We got a barbed wire ladder. Would have been nicer if it was exploding. Those sick bastards in Japan. They have anything that you can think of in exploding with a freaking toothbrush, like a freaking thing that looks like a toothbrush exploding in your fucking face. Exploding chairs, exploding tables, exploding ladders, exploding the ring. Next thing you know, the fans will explode, spontaneously combust, you know. Because you know how those bastards are in Japan, so. Crazy stuff. Alright, so we get a barbed wire ladder. Moxley grabs a fork, tries to gouge Dax Harwood's eye out. Ugh. Nasty stuff. Then a bunch of chairs come in. Spike pile driver on the chairs gets broken up. Moxley then gets hit with a pile driver off the apron through a tacked board. Woo! God damn, Moxley, you sick fuck. A board covered in complete tacks. Ugh. I have to do John Zandig. Jesus! Anyway, Danielson kicks away at Mark, who's not even impressed with that. Puny kick. Then Mark fights his way up, hits the J-Driller on top of the chairs, ow, on Bryan Danielson, and pins Bryan Danielson. Holy crap. So, the match ends, 31-minute match officially, but yeah, we had to get to the hardcore match pretty much, almost 10 minutes later. 10, 11 minutes later, we finally get to hardcore action. So, kind of brought my rating down a little bit. Still, it was pretty damn freaking violent near the end of the match. But still, I gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. Excuse me, and that's it. So, a little bit brutal near the end. And, shockingly, Mark Briscoe beat former Ring of Honor champion, former Ring of Honor Pure champion, Bryan fucking Danielson, the American Dragon, my friends. That's it. Alright, this match did happen on the show. I completely forgot. Non-title Proving Ground match. Eddie Kingston against Anthony Henry. If Anthony Henry survives the 10-minute time limit, he gets a future title shot. Or if he beats Eddie Kingston straight up, he gets a title shot. Pretty much back and forth, but you really think Anthony Henry was going to win the world title? No. So anyway, Eddie wins, hits that spinning back fist of his, then he makes Anthony Henry tap with the stretch plum in under 6 minutes. So you get that. So, you make the match with 2 minutes left in the pre-show. Then, okay, we're going to put it right before the main event. And you have a basic 6-minute suckfest. And it's non-title. Ugh. That's it. But it is what it is. I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Eddie's still technically the champ. But we'll see what happens with that. Eddie has to basically win the next 2 matches and get help. But I don't think he's going to. There's no chance. No chance in hell! That he's going to retain the titles. The titles he has. The 2 titles. So Eddie's final match, technically as Ring of Honor champion, he wins a Proving Ground match. And that's it. And we'll see what happens with that. But anyway. Claudio had the sharpshooter on Andrade. Andrade reversed it into the figure 4, into the figure 8. And Claudio got to the ropes to break the hold. So, been a pretty decent match so far. And I think I missed CJ Perry. But, anyway. We move on with that. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for the match with Eddie Kingston and Anthony Henry, and that's it. Alright, then we go to your main event of Final Battle for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. The forever champion Athena, 1+ year as champ, taking on 20-year-old Billie Starkz, formerly of GCW. Well, I think she's still in GCW. I don't know if she finished off with dates with that, but anyway. So this was a pretty violent match. Billie Starkz got busted open as she got sent into the barricade a bunch of times. Comes up bleeding, and Athena keeps beating down on Billie, opening up that wound, pouring blood. Not the first time, Billie, right? If you've seen her in GCW with her partner Effie and Team Effie, or Team Bussy, whatever it's called. Andrade almost won, I think Andrade or Claudio almost won with a freaking fruit roll-up. We'll get all that. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so pretty much hard-hitting after that. Billie comes back with a dragon suplex. Pulls off Athena's mask because Athena had to wear a mask because she broke her nose on this past week's episode of Ring of Honor TV when Billie just went berserk on her, slamming her head first into everything under the sun. We've got a street fight tonight for the women. Statlander and Willow taking on Mercedes Martinez and Diamante. So that's going to be interesting. Street fight. There you go. Alright, so the match continues. And then we get a good old-fashioned ref bump. Athena asks guest ring announcer and head minion Lexi Nair to give her the title. Billie dropkicks Athena into Lexi Nair. Oops. And hits Stark's ends for a near fall, so the referee woke up. To get on the apron, Stark's hits an electric chair driver. Ow! Knocks Athena silly on the floor. They go back inside. Billy misses a swanton bomb. Athena punches her right in the face for a double down. And then Athena wins another slugfest. Hits despicable knee for a near fall. Then, once again, they trade roll-ups for near falls. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, blah, blah, blah. And then Athena ties her up in something like a modified octopus. And Billy Starkz had no other choice but to tap out. Ugh! Not the way I wanted it to end. I wanted Billy Starkz to finally end Athena's reign of terror. Because she's basically beaten everybody. Not that many, besides Mercedes Martinez and Willow Nightingale and a few others. Really not much talent there. But, Billy gave it all 28-minute, almost a 28.5-minute match. Pretty damn good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. Pretty much a good women's slobber knocker, per se. Andrade with that back fist out of nowhere, and he almost won. And that's it. So look at that. So 3.25 out of 5 stars for Billy Starkz and Athena. Athena's still your Ring of Honor World Champion. Ring of Honor World Women's Champion, I should say. After match, Billy goes to leave, but Athena's like, "Hey, come back here. Get back here." Shows Billy some respect. Actually, Billy shows some respect. Poses with her master, her leader, Athena, and Lexi Nair to end the show. So I don't know what's going to happen with the minions in training now. I don't know what's going to happen with Athena now. Who's next for her? She did talk at the media scrum saying that, she'd possibly go to the main roster, go after the TBS or the TBS or AEW Women's Championship. But right now, she's, over 365 days as champ. I think it's like 370, 372, somewhere around there. I don't know who beats her. Or she just vacates it like Samoa Joe did with the TV title after he held it for like 500 and some odd days. So, hopefully we don't get... Andrade. Andrade's hurt. Uh-oh. Andrade... looked like he hurt the knee. Part of the turnbuckle came off. Referee was fixing it. Claudio hits like a low blow and hits the neutralizer and he gets the win. And the fans went nuts. Referee! Do something, you fucking idiot! But, Claudio gets the win. He gets a big, huge 3 points and he goes to 6 points. The fans do not like it because, Andrade's from Mexico, which is right on the border of Texas. Fans are not happy. Any way to win the match, Claudio? There you go. Alright, so Claudio's got one match left. That's next week on the program. December the 23rd, right before a certain person's birthday. So he goes to 6 points. And, he faces Bryan Danielson next week. Oh, that should be great. And they talk about the Gold League with Moxley. Moxley is the leader at 12 points. Swerve at 9. So Swerve needs a win and a Moxley loss to get a tie. And we'll see what happens with that. But, Claudio got with a big win. And that's it. Alright, then now they're showing a recap of the Gold League from this past Wednesday. Rush beating Jay Lethal to get some big points to stay in the tournament, even though he got eliminated later on because Jay White won after beating Mark Briscoe, and then Swerve lost to Moxley. So Moxley's got 12. Jay White I think has 9, and Swerve has 9. So that top 3, I don't know who's gonna come out of that. If Moxley can beat, who's he facing? If Moxley beats Rush, he wins the entire Gold League. Doesn't matter what Swerve would do, but Swerve faces Mark Briscoe, I believe. And then Jay Lethal faces Mark Briscoe. Swerve faces Jay White. That should be fun, and we'll see what happens with that. So Swerve has to win and get Moxley to lose. I don't know what's gonna. I think there might be a rematch in the Gold League finals, and then they got the Blue League finals with the top two guys, which will probably be Danielson and Andrade again. That's on the December 27th episode of Dynamite. Because I doubt they'll do it on Rampage or maybe on Collision on December 29th, going head to head with a live SmackDown. But we got that, and we move on. My girl is on, my friends. Abaddon! Yes, you sexy bitch. By the way, you see it right there too. Right there, the little you might have to zoom in to see it, but poster of Abaddon I got last November. So, she looks so good. Abaddon's taking on, looks like Jasmine Allure. I think it's Jasmine. Is it? Yep. Making her Collision debut. You know, she was on last night with the Final Battle, which I just mentioned, losing to Nyla Rose. Jazz was like, getting creeped out by freaking Abaddon cracking her neck. Abaddon's gonna win this match easily, then Julia Hart's gonna come out. Shut up, Mark Posey! Stop messing with my girl! I'll fuck you up! Swinging rock bottom. Oof! Nice. Finish her off! Screaming like a banshee with her neon green hair and tights. Jasmine's trying to come back. Super kick. Not that it mattered. Kicked in the face. Bitch! Kicked her in the gut. V-trigger knee. This is over. I smell the Black Dahlia murder coming. Here it comes. Black Dahlia, you can count to 9,000. It's over 9,000! Alright, so Abaddon gets the win. Pretty quick match. Lasts like maybe 2-3 minutes. Wait, raise your hand, Posey, you fucking idiot. Get out of the ring. I was like, I fooled you. The lights went out. Sabu! No. Sabu's not coming out. Julia Hart's coming out to do another mind trick. There she is again, in the corner. Oh, they are playing mind games. I love it. They better do that. They better run this at World's End. Julia with her coat and open. You see her bra. I mean, looking great. God damn you, Lee Johnson. Julia puts the belt down, playing the line in the sand, and Abaddon crossed it, and we got a cat fight! Cat fight! Oh, this is great. Abaddon's beating the fucking shit out of Julia. Big running V-trigger knee to the champ. Oh, better hold on to that bra. You know what I mean? Might have a wardrobe malfunction on Collision, and not in a good way. Wait, who's that behind her? Oh, Sky Blue behind Abaddon. She has problems with Julia Hart. Maybe a number one contenders match. Now they're going, and then both look at Julia, and then, Sky Blue just turned on Abaddon, and freaking Julia Hart's like, fuck you. Did Sky Blue just turn? Oh, they're teaming up to beat her. What the hell? Did Sky Blue just join the House of Black? What is going on here? They're chopping the living crap out of Abaddon right now. Damn. This is crazy. Don't you do that to my girl. Who's this? Somebody coming out from the crowd. Who is this? Who is that? Is that Anna Jay? Who is that? I can't tell who that is. Somebody's been out since October 22nd. Who is that? Oh, it's Thunder Rosa. Wow. Thunder Rosa saves Abaddon? What? What universe are we in? But Thunder Rosa comes out, finally gets physical, and now wow! Holy shit! Abaddon and Thunder Rosa do the Mega Powers freaking handshake. So, yeah, Thunder Rosa's now back on the main roster now. I guess she got medically cleared. So probably, I bet you nothing we're going to see a tag team match come out of this. Probably next week on the program. Thunder Rosa and Abaddon going up against Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Wow. Crazy. And now next we got Brian Keith, that's who he is, a bounty hunter. I forgot who he was. You know, the fake Black Undertaker, as I call him. So he's taking on Orange Cassidy for the international title coming up next. But wow, pretty damn good. 30 half hour of Dynamite, half hour Collision to start the show. Pretty damn good. So the return of Thunder Rosa to the women's roster would be great. So that TBS title might be a fatal 4-way. Who knows? But we'll see what happens with that. But I think we're going to see a tag team match next week on Collision with Sky Blue and Julia Hart teaming up against Abaddon and the returning Thunder Rosa. We haven't seen in the ring since October 22nd of, I think, last year. I don't even know. But anyway, we got all that. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to go watch the rest of Collision. And then after Collision goes off the air, I'm going to do NXT on this very channel. So stay tuned for that. And then after that, my Collision review. So your fatal 4-way, hopefully, coming later tonight. And that's pretty much it. But for Ring of Honor Final Battle, I gave it a solid 7.25 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment or a video. Or you do a video, your own video if you want. But in any case, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys a little bit later on for NXT and Collision. And that's going to end your Saturday night. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peter Joseph signing off. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. You don't like it? Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Go jump in a hole. Well, pretty much jump in a hole. And don't come out. But you're not better than me. You never will. And that's pretty much it. So, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time. Peace.